Hey everyone, it's Rylee, and today I'll be setting up December in my bullet journal. So I'm not usually huge on doing like holiday themes in my journal. You may have noticed I didn't really include anything like Valentine's Day related for February or Halloween in October or anything like that. But Christmas is my favorite holiday, my favorite time of year, so today's theme is going to be really Christmas focused. Today's theme is also obviously my last monthly theme of 2021, and that means the last theme in the giveaway bullet journal that I've been working on. So for those of you guys who haven't been following my Plan With Me videos for the year, I am making a giveaway bullet journal for one of you guys to win for 2022. So all of my 2021 themes are in that journal for 2022. Hopefully that makes sense. If it does not, please check out this video right here, because my previous video was actually me flipping through that giveaway journal because I'm giving it away this week. Now is the time. So if you want to enter that giveaway, this theme right here that I set up today is going to be the December theme in that bullet journal. But if you want to get in on that giveaway, please check out that video that I just linked so that you can find all the instructions on how to enter. So the theme that I'm doing today is pretty simple, pretty minimal. If you're into Christmas as well and you just want kind of like a warm, cozy, Christmassy theme, I would love to have you plan along with me. And what you'll need are, number one, a couple colored markers. So I used red and green, solid Christmas colors, and then I also used some gold watercolor paint that I just got that I'm going to talk more about in just a second. But you don't need to use that, obviously. You can just stick with red and green. One thing that I did use that I don't usually use in my journal is some craft paper. So if you have like some brown sandwich bags in your house or some craft paper or wrapping paper from an Amazon parcel or something like that, that will do just fine. So lots of the supplies that I'm going to be using in this journal were gifted to me from Stationery Pal. So thank you so much, Stationery Pal, for partnering with me on this video. I did get a bunch of stuff from them. Mostly I got a bunch of Tombow markers. They are like the best place to find Tombow markers for a good price. I also got those watercolors that I mentioned, a few washi tapes, and then I got some of those like tweezers for stickers. I don't know, I see people using those all the time, so I decided to try some out. So I am going to show you all of my Stationery Pal stuff in just a moment, and I do want to say they are having a huge Black Friday sale right now, and I also have my discount code down in the description. So if you head to the description, you can find that link, go over to their website and shop their Black Friday deals if you're looking for stationery for yourself for 2022, or maybe for a stationery loving friend or family member for Christmas. That would be an awesome option for you. So let's get into the plan with me, and if you do enjoy content like this, please join me here on my channel by subscribing so that you can see even more bullet journal inspiration and catch my 2022 plan with me that will be coming in just a couple weeks. So before I start setting up December, I do want to show you guys what I got from Stationery Pal. So these are not what I ordered, but they did send a bunch of different sticker packs as kind of their freebies, so I'm excited to use those as well. Then I did order some washi tape rolls here, so most of them are just black and white. These ones here, these ones are pretty cool. They're like postage stamps. So let me show you one of them. So it's just like a stamp and then you can rip it off. And there's one for plants and one's for animals, and I got both of them. And in this video today, I will be using this washi tape that I got from them, which is just plain white with black dots. I also, like I mentioned, got one of these little tweezers to pick up stickers with. I haven't actually tried it yet. I don't own tons of stickers, but I thought it might be kind of nice to have just in case. I also got a bunch of Tombow dual tip brush pens, which I use all the time. So I'm not going to swatch all of them, but I will show you in case you're not familiar with Tombow. They all have a brush tip on one end that you can use for calligraphy and coloring things in, and then the other end is like a bullet tip, so it's still like a felt tip, but it's a lot narrower. So today I'll be using number 228 as my green, number N79 for some gray, and then also number 991, and like I said, these are all Tombow dual tip brush pens from Stationery Pal. And then the last thing that I got from Stationery Pal are a bunch of watercolor paints. So these are so cool. This is a palette of 42 colors, and so you can just sort of twist out whichever kind of color sets you want to use. So again, I'm not going to swatch all of them here, but I will show you just one or two colors so that you can see how opaque they are. So I've never really used watercolors in my bullet journal much, just because I didn't have watercolors, but now that I do, I'm excited to use them in my journal. I have tried it out a little bit, and the pages in the Archer and Olive journals are nice and thick, so you can use watercolor without it, soaking through, making the page buckle, all that kind of stuff. And then I also got another watercolor paint palette, which I love. I'm going to be using this a lot in today's video. It's full of shiny gold colors, so I'm not going to swatch this one here because, like I said, you will see it in the video along with all those other supplies that I already mentioned. So thank you, Stationery Pal, and let's start planning December. So here's the journal that I've been using for the second half of 2022. This is an Archer and Olive bullet journal. I am absolutely obsessed with their journals. I don't know if I'll ever go back to using a different journal. But anyways, I do have a discount code down in the description in case you're interested in getting one for 2022. So for this theme, I decided to do a really simple little reindeer doodle on some craft paper. So I am using my white gel pen, and this one here is the Uniball Signo gel pen. I have tried so many white gel pens. I love them for a season, and then they kind of glitch out on me, and then I try a new one that I like. So right now I'm pretty hooked on the Uniball Signo white gel pen. So as you can see there, I pulled out my gold watercolor palette and added some gold on the nose, and then I just set that aside to dry while I finish the rest of my cover page. So just like I've been doing all year, I'm going to have a memories page over to the left and then my cover page on the right. That's why the left side of the page is so open and doesn't have any lines of Christmas lights crossing it. So yeah, that's what these little curved lines are. They're just going to be some strings of Christmas lights. This is probably one of the easiest Christmas doodles out there. I am going with 3 colors. I added that yellow, which you'll see in a second what I plan to do with that. But if you want to just stick with red and green, you could certainly do that as well. So here it is. I'm taking my gold paint and just painting it on top of the yellow. I found that works really well to layer my watercolor paint on top of a color. So before with the reindeer, I colored the nose in white and then went over it with the watercolor paint, and it just is so much more opaque when I do it that way. So now I'm taking some of the holiday themed washi tape from the washi tape shop and that black and white washi tape from Stationery Pal, and just adding a couple clusters of washi tape up in the corners. So the rest of what I'm going to do to these pages is totally inspired by a different bullet journaler over on YouTube. So I am going to link her account because she does a lot of these little sort of spots and dots all over the page, and I love it. It looks kind of like freckles, so I decided to do those all over the background of these pages, and it's super simple. You just space them out really randomly. Some of the dots are slightly larger, some are really small, and I feel like it just adds so much even though it takes 0 effort. So the final step here is to paste my little reindeer onto the center of my cover page, and there you go. That is my title page for December. So again, pretty simple. The washi tape and stuff is totally optional. So moving over to the next page, I'm setting up my calendar the exact same way I've been doing it all year. This has worked for me, so I haven't bothered to change it. So I'm using my Tombow dual tip brush pen here, the skinny end, to draw my calendar, and I always do my calendar spaces 6 dot grid spaces tall by 5 wide. I always get asked that in my videos. So yeah, they're 5 dot grid spaces wide, 6 tall. And that way it's perfect because there's still lots of room to write different events and stuff in each day. But you also have that huge margin on the side, which is where I track my YouTube posting and other stuff each month. So for the first time this year, I decided to actually stamp in all of the dates. I love using my stamps. I've just gotten so hooked on them lately. Honestly, when I got them, I was kind of hesitant to use them because I love lettering and coming up with different fonts. But now that I've started using them, I just really love it because I feel like it's such a different look, one that I can't just achieve by hand. So anyways, those stamps are from Paperwrld. I use them for all of my numbers in the calendar. And now I'm filling in the margin here. So up at the top, I'm writing out my YouTube posting schedule. So I post every Tuesday and Friday, so that's what I did up there. I just wrote out all of the Tuesdays and Fridays in December so that I can write down which videos are going live that day. And then below it, I'm just doing kind of a notes box. I actually didn't know what to title this one, so I just left the heading blank, and then once December actually starts, I'll kind of feel it out and see what I need over in that corner. So moving on, I'm adding some really simple strings of lights, and that's really the only doodle for this page, the strings of lights and all those little dots in the background, so it'll be really easy to pull this together if you're doing this in your own bullet journal. I mentioned this briefly already, but I will say it again. All of this sort of holiday type washi tape is from the Washi Tape Shop, and they are also having a Black Friday sales right now. So again, you can find my discount link down in the description in case you're interested. But I love their holiday washi set. It's so cute. I'm going to use it to wrap all of my gifts this year. And so I use some on the title page, again here in that right hand column where I put all of my like YouTube information and stuff. So this is a heading style that I've been doing a lot lately. I've talked about this a couple times on my channel. I did not own a single roll of washi tape at the beginning of this year, and now I have just had so much beautiful washi tape given to me by places like Stationery Pal, the Washi Tape Shop, Obujo, Journal Say. My collection has just grown so much, and I feel like washi tape can be awkward for me. Like, I don't always know where to put it and how to layer it. I feel like some people do that so well, but I really don't think that's my forte. So one thing that I've been trying to do is like think of more like functional ways that I can use my washi tape. So one of my favorite ways right now is to do exactly what I just did there and use it for a heading. So with plain washi tape, I'll actually write the heading right onto it, but with more decorative washi tape like this stuff, which again is part of the holiday set from the Washi Tape Shop, I'll do that as kind of a background, and then I'll paste on either some white paper or some craft paper or solid washi tape in a different color, and then I'll write the heading onto there. So if you have other ideas for how to use washi tape in your journal other than just like stacking some random bits in the corner of the page, do let me know, because I am looking for ways to use up all this beautiful tape that I have in my own journal and also in my custom journal orders. So these two pages here are kind of taking shape, and I obviously haven't put my headings on, so you probably don't know what they are. So over to the left, I have my tasks page. I do one of these every single month. It's kind of my master task list, and I flip back to this at the start of every week as I'm planning out what I want to tackle that week. So this month I decided to just split my task list into two sections. So I've got a YouTube section and then other. So honestly, in the YouTube section, I put more than just YouTube. I put everything involving like my Etsy shop, my Instagram, all of that kind of stuff. And then other is usually like housework, Christmas prep, that kind of stuff. The other page I'm using for kind of like my Bible study devotional page. So I've got a box at the bottom for prayer, and then that little piece of brown paper is going to have a Bible verse on it. And then I decided to put a little reindeer over to the side, and it just cracks me up. I feel like I should have used a darker brown, because right now I feel like I'm just picturing, you know, like that naked mole rat from Kim Possible. I think his name was Rufus. But anyways, that's what it reminds me of, just this little like naked mole rat reindeer. So after this, I'm definitely gonna go and like layer up and add a darker brown on top of that, because right now I just feel like my reindeer is naked, like it doesn't have its fur on. But anyways, those are my doodles for this page. And now again, I'm using my black pen to just sprinkle around some spots all over the page. So at first I was planning to leave this blank and then write a Bible verse in throughout the month while I was actually like reading my Bible in December, and just write one that stood out to me. And I kind of wish that I had done that, but I was looking at this during the video and thinking, man, that looks so bare. I should put my verse on now. So I did write a verse on that has been challenging me a lot lately, and that's from Philippians 2 verse 3. It says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves." So I could only fit the first part on there. But that's what that box was for, just for me to write in a Bible verse as I go throughout the month. And obviously, if you wanted to create a similar page, you could fill that with a quote or a little doodle or maybe a list of some kind if you would like. So the last spread here is an extra spread. This is just my Merry Christmas page here. So I used my Tombow dual tip brush pen to write Merry Christmas, and I'm doing a string of lights, and this page is going to be really like multi-purpose. I'm actually not including a gift list on this page because I made that earlier. I ended up adding that to my November spreads because I wanted to start my shopping early. But normally what I do is I make like a wish list for myself and then also a to buy list for others, all on the same page. So that's part of my November plan with me. Or it's not in that video, but I added it afterwards. So this page is like Christmas related things other than gifts. So I'm splitting the left side into 4 boxes, and then the right side I am going to keep wide open because that page is what I'm going to use to like paste in pictures of our Christmas celebrations, write down memories. Maybe if we go like see a movie or go to an event or something, I'll keep the ticket and paste that in. So that page is completely empty for that kind of stuff. Then over to the left side, I have a timeline. So basically when we go visit which friends, which family. Then I've got a bucket list of like movies I want to watch, games I want to play, foods I want to eat during the Christmas holiday. I've got a to wrap list and then an IO list. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but me and my siblings always end up like splitting things like, oh, I'll buy this for mom and you can owe me this much money. So I just want to be able to remember how much I owe people. So let's do a quick flip through here. I've got my title page and my memories spread. Then I've got my classic 2-page calendar featuring some of those washi tape headings and a section for YouTube and then something else that I haven't decided yet. I've got my task list and my devotional page. And then I have this little Christmas spread. So now, as I mentioned at the beginning, I do want to flip through December in the giveaway bullet journal. So I'm only going to flip through this one month. Here it is. So you can see it's the same. I like that reindeer better than my own, honestly. I feel like I do that every time. But anyways, so it's got a calendar, a notes box, and then the weekly spreads, again, featuring some of that super cute washi that I used all throughout my own bullet journal setup. So don't forget to go back and check out the giveaway bullet journal video because hopefully it's still not too late for you to go and enter that giveaway. Thank you all so much for joining me to set up December in my journal today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next video.